Do you feel like you're saying, I'm sorry all the dang time and it's still not helping you in your relationships? Or are you always hearing it from your partner and your friends and your family, but you're still frustrated? Ugh, what is the missing link? Well, I'm going to tell you, stop apologizing and start validating. In this episode, I'm going to teach you how to validate so you can move through the muck of those gross feelings and move forward with your life. Hey guys, I'm Sasha, and this is Unleash Your Warrior, where I share tools and strategies to help you kick the ass of whatever is holding you back so you can live a happier and healthier life. Now, the title of this video is how to stop apologizing, but I'm not really going to get into the kind of apologizing that, you might do at work all the time, or you just find yourself saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Specifically, what I'm talking about is the apologizing that you might do when someone shares how they feel and you don't really know what to say. So you just say, oh yeah, I'm sorry you feel that way. Or maybe you think you did something wrong, and you just kind of say, yeah, I'm sorry about that. And that person that you're with is still super frustrated. And it takes a while to have them get over the frustration. I mean, if you've ever been in a situation like this, definitely leave it in the comments below. Tell me about it, because I bet we all have been there. This technique of validating really helps you to hear what the other person is saying and show them that you've heard them, that you're really listening, so that they feel that sense of relief after sharing whatever emotion they're going through, and you can both, or however many people are involved, move forward. And I'm going to get into how to do that next. But before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get notified every time my videos come out every Wednesday and Friday. Okay, so validating, what's it all about? It's one of those techniques, like I mentioned, that coaches use with clients. And really the idea here is to let whoever it is you're talking about, you don't have to be a coach to do this, let them release that energy, release that frustration, or release whatever emotion it is that they're experiencing in a situation. Validating is all about not judging. It's not about right or wrong. It's not about being defensive. It's just a technique to basically help you let the other person know that you've heard them, that you're really listening to them, that what they're saying matters to you, so that you can both move forward in whatever the next steps are for your relationship. Let me give you a great example. So I actually taught this technique to my husband, and we've both been trying our best to use it. So this would happen all the time. Either he would have a bad day at work, or I would have a bad day at work, or something was maybe just off in our relationship in that moment. And instead of really hearing what was going on with the other person, we would jump to that judgment. We would jump to that defensiveness, like, yeah, well, sorry you had a bad day. Sorry you're in a bad mood. Sorry the clouds aren't blue for you today. Whatever it was, and that doesn't really make the other person feel heard. That doesn't make the other person feel like their emotions count, or that they're just allowed to feel whatever emotion they're feeling, whether they really had a bad day at work, or they got in a fight, or whatever it is. So here's how you do validating. So say you have a partner or a roommate or something, and they come home and they did have a really bad day. You can tell that they're off. You can tell that they're frustrated. You can tell that something is upsetting them. So you can say to them, I see that you're really upset right now. It makes sense that you feel this way because from what you told me, you had a really crummy day. Just that acknowledgement of what they're going through, and it's not about you. It's not about you apologizing for their bad day or you taking ownership for it, but acknowledging that, hey, friend, colleague, roommate, partner, I could see that you're feeling this emotion, and you know what? That's okay. It makes sense given all the crap you went through that day or that week or whatever it was. And it just makes the other person feel like, okay, cool, I'm normal. It's okay for me to have those feelings, but you know what? Now that my whoever it is validated me, I feel better. Now, clearly people don't actually say that to themselves in their heads, but it is a proven technique to really help people move through those emotions. Another way you might be able to use it is, say you got in a fight with someone. I don't know, your mom or your best friend or your partner or even someone at work. I mean, you certainly can say to them, I'm sorry we got in a fight, or I'm sorry I was such an asshole. And you can totally still use those words or whatever words you want to use if you feel like you need to give an apology. But you can also try, you know, you've been hurt and you're angry, and you know, it makes total sense that you feel resentful right now. It makes total sense that you're frustrated and you need some alone time, and blah blah blah. So again, when you're kind of calling out the emotion of what someone is feeling, that's what validating is. You're letting them know that you see the emotion and that that's okay and that they're totally normal for it. It really helps the other person who's feeling that emotion put their defenses down so that you guys can either move through a productive conversation, or they can just go about their day in hopefully a happier, more positive energy. So if you want to become a pro at validating, remember, stop apologizing. Stop taking ownership of someone else's emotions. Stop saying, I'm sorry that you feel shitty. Instead, just recognize how they feel. Say it out loud to them. Let them know that you don't judge them and that it's perfectly okay, and then see what happens. You know what? If you're the one who's not being validated, but you feel like this could be helpful for someone in your life to do for you, just tell them about it. Tell them about the technique, show them this video if you like, and see how your relationship changes, because I bet it's going to be pretty awesome. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again soon.